U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is in town talking road projects. Just this week, the Senate passed the $1 trillion infrastructure bill that will go to help improving our country's roads, railways, and bridges. But tonight, Henderson is getting a head start. Our Denise Ross joins us live downtown with what is planned.
Marie, the city of Henderson was awarded a $40 million grant to make improvements along Boulder Highway. Now, this is entirely separate from that federal bill that just passed, but what it shows is a commitment to safety.
Secretary, how you doing? Welcome to Henderson.
Consider it a field trip to check out the before. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg taking a look at traffic along Boulder Highway, a road known as one of the most dangerous in all of Nevada. Thanks to a $40 million grant, he's here to learn more about the after. What's planned to keep pedestrians and motorists safe?
We're trying to center transportation around people, and the Reimagined Boulder Highway project can be a model for that.
This is what's happening. A 7-mile stretch of Boulder Highway from Russell to Greenway will be trimmed from 6 travel lanes to 4, adding better lighting and slowing traffic to safer speeds. Congresswoman Susie Lee.
We're going to see enhanced pedestrian zones, dedicated bus lanes, buffered bike lanes. The secretary and I are big bikers, so we'll enjoy that.
According to state statistics, 30 pedestrians have been killed on Boulder Highway in the past 4 years. Martin Oseguera is general manager of Best Western Plus, a property with a front row seat to traffic problems here.
Crazy traffic. There's just too many lanes.
He says the changes make sense and could even attract more businesses to Boulder Highway.
Between the Cadence community and Galleria Drive leading into Lake Las Vegas, it's grown tremendously, but there's no services.
All of this comes as Nevada is set to receive $2.5 billion from President Biden's infrastructure bill. So how will it be spent?
Improving not just our roads and bridges, but broadband, our airports, our waterways.
And perhaps most importantly, the creation of millions of good-paying jobs, jobs that are available for the majority of them, whether you have a college degree or not. And it's not an accident that we called this the American Jobs Plan.
Now, as for that Boulder Highway project, it should break ground in about 18 months, and then it will take a full year to complete.
Last year, the Clark County School District has received millions of federal emergency relief dollars.
Yeah, the district is getting community input on where that money should be spent to best benefit our students. And News 3's Tiffany Lane has that story as part of our ongoing back-to-school coverage.
I would like to see more support, one for special needs students.
Trying to get some sports programs going for after school tutoring.
The district and community partners holding several community input meetings over the last few weeks.
Our kids, they're the community's kids.
The district will use the information to create a plan for the use of federal dollars, and then the plan for the use of funds will be submitted to the Nevada Department of Education.
Community members have plenty of ideas.
We're really big on advocating for our peers' mental health. We have lost a couple people within our lifetime due to suicide, homicides. We're aiming towards more courses, videos. I want to say sexual harassment, assault awareness.
The district has an opportunity to solve a time problem that teachers have, to provide personalized education. And they can do that through technology because they have access to the funds. Students already have the computers, as do the district, the schools.
In the first round of federal relief funds from the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief, or ESSER fund in the CARES Act, CCSD received just shy of $84 million. The district also received more than $5.7 million from the governor's Emergency Education Relief Fund. In documents provided to me by the district, the most recent spending breakdown as of May 14th of this year for those ESSER and GEAR dollars includes $47.6 million for district operations and grant administrative set-aside for continuity of service, $8.9 million for digital learning devices and curriculum, $8.9 for hotspots and internet connection support for students, $6.8 million for COVID testing for employees and student athletes, and $4.5 million for PPE and supplies. In a December trustee meeting, District Chief Financial Officer Jason Gowdy laid out plans for the money, starting with $44 million towards utilities. CCSD received more than $347.5 million in a second round of stimulus funding signed in December. The district saying this round is in the budgeting stage. And then the third round, the nearly $778 million. Divisions won't be made until the district receives community input and submits that to the state. Superintendent Dr. Jesus Jara says there are some areas where he would like that money to go.
Mental well-being of our kids is obviously for us instructional component, academic rigor in our schools, to catch our kids up. The summer acceleration, thanks to our wonderful teachers, it was very, very well received. And that's one of the things that we're going to continue doing, because part of the requirement is that we'll continue doing that. And then obviously technology. Those are my three big buckets, but I'm waiting for this community to tell me what it is that they want.
The State Department of Education says the funds can be used for things like addressing learning loss, purchasing educational technology, providing mental health services, purchasing cleaning supplies, and addressing school facility repairs.
So what is it like in our local hospitals through the eyes of someone right on the front lines? That is the question our Lauren Clark brought to the medical director for infectious diseases at one of our county's biggest hospitals. She joins us live with an interview you'll only see here on News 3.
Well, this very moment, doctors and nurses are currently dealing with a surge right here at UMC Hospital, and Dr. Assad, who works here, says all the suffering could nearly be prevented.
Clearly, we've seen a surge.
For Dr. Shadaba Assad, medical director for infectious diseases at UMC, it's been a trying few weeks.
Well, across hospitals in the state, including UMC, doctors have certainly noticed a surge of COVID-19 patients. But Dr. Assad tells me this surge is different than the ones she's seen in the past.
We are seeing many young adults presenting to the hospitals with severe COVID, even without underlying medical problems.
She says unlike the summer or winter surges, they have more PPE and knowledge to treat the virus. But most importantly, they also have a vaccine, something the vast majority of current COVID patients didn't get.
That a lot of this suffering is unneeded and unnecessary.
She's seen many people get very sick.
If they could see the havoc it can play with your life once COVID really sets in, I think they wouldn't think twice about getting the vaccination.
And heard many stories of regret.
Everyone seriously regrets not having received the vaccination.
She says many believed in misinformation or feared possible side effects. But while dozens of beds are filled by struggling COVID patients,
I can tell you for a fact, as of now, we have no patient admitted to the hospital with a vaccine side effect.
And if you're still unsure of the shot, Dr. Assad says leave no question unasked.
There is a good number of people who are not against vaccinations. They are just hesitant because they've heard things about the vaccine, and it just happens that so far their questions have not been addressed. It should be okay to ask questions and have doubts, and our job is to answer them.
And Dr. Assad points out that they have seen a few number of cases of breakthrough hospitalizations of those who have been fully vaccinated. However, she points out a lot of those patients were immunocompromised and a lot of them just had mild cases. For more information on vaccinations and locations, we have that on our website. That's news3lv.com.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.